Ikomo mai Nadi Shuti. So we're going to take the right hand and we're going to use our thumb and ring finger. So if this is a problem to curl your fingers under, you don't have to. You could put these two fingers on your third eye. I like to just curl them under. So we're going to sit up with a tall spine, close off our right nostril with our thumb, and inhale on the left nostril. Now close off your left nostril with your ring finger, exhale on the right. Inhale on the right. Exhale left. Okay, that was one round, and that's your very basic. There's no locks. I'm not teaching you any of the locks. This is just like your very basic is what I want you to start with. And I think this works just as good as some of the other ones. So again, you could put your these two fingers on your third eye, or I just do it like this. But I'm going to close my eyes for this next one, and we're going to go 3 rounds. So I'll count, although you can count in your head. You don't have to count, but try to keep your mind quiet and sit with a tall spine. Close off your right nostril. Breathe in on the left for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale right. 2, 3, 4. Inhale right. 2, 3, 4. Exhale left. 2, 3, 4. Again, inhale left. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale right. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale right. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale left. 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Just bring your hands down. Take a deep breath in. And feel the calmness in your mind. Feel the quiet. And just allow that to drizzle down to your brain, to your face, to your neck, and down so you have the peace in your heart. Relax your shoulders. How did that feel? That was like a minute, right? And it only takes a minute to get yourself back to that place. And you got to get there. You got to find that place within your own being where the polarity, the push and the pull, and the triggers and the drama and all the just subsides, and you just are. You're in the state of isness. Isness being, meaning there's nothing to do, there's nowhere to go, you're not thinking about your to-do list or what you got going on next. You're immersed in the present now moment, in your beingness, in your isness, in your heart space, in the space within you that is good, that is well. It's neutral. It's a place of neutrality. And that's what I'm trying to teach you through all of my videos, to find that place within your own body, within your own mental space, and within your heart of a center of or your center or your sanctuary, where, when they say in the Bible, where Jesus says, the kingdom is within. That's it. I mean, that's it. It's like, that's the key. If you can find the kingdom within, that's your salvation. So nothing in the outer world is going to save you. No being is going to save you. No body is going to save you. No body or nothing is going to bring you love or bring you your true fulfillment or true love. It's all within you. In this channel, you are your own beloved. I dedicate it to you to help you find that beloved within, to find the kingdom within. The kingdom and the beloved are interchangeable words. It's just a space of nothingness and of everything that exists within you. And I know sometimes I can get a little esoteric and out there, and you might not really understand it, but it's okay just to listen and be open to, okay, maybe there is something to this, And some of you might completely get what I'm saying, right? Because we're all at different levels of awakening. And that's why I like, when I first heard that term, that learning is remembering, and I got that from a Neil Donald Walsh book, it totally resonated with me. It just like something in my brain went click. It's true. Learning is remembering. There's nothing you need to learn. It's all within you. You just need to remember it. And I felt really good when that resonated with me. When I got that, I was like, oh, it's like a relief, because you're like going to school all these years and you're trying to be that good student and get straight A's. At least I was always trying to do that, and it's a lot of pressure. And it's like almost like, for what? Like, why am I learning all this stuff to fill in my head, taking all these tests to what? Graduate magna cum laude. Okay, so I got this certificate on the wall. Has that helped me find inner peace, inner happiness, the true love within? No, So what I'm sharing and teaching you are skills to have a more healthier, fulfilling, loving, joyful life. And that has nothing to do with what you learned in school, most likely, unless you went to a yoga school or some amazing school like whatever, Buddhism or whatever, a school of alternate learning. And it's funny that they call it alternate learning, because alternate, like, why have we even created a society that the most important learning that we need is now an alternative school? Doesn't make sense to me, right? That should be the main school, the main purpose. And I always question that, and I'm going off on all these tangents now. You see how this happens to me. So I'm going to bring it back. Center, breathe. Okay, I got to put myself in check. You see how I do that? Getting back to Nadi Shuddhi, alternate nostril breathing. So in case you're not aware, most of us dominantly breathe through one nostril throughout the course of the day. And actually you can, sometimes I look at people's nostrils, like when they're lying down and I'm doing a healing on them, I always look at their nostrils, because most of the time they're shaped differently. And one maybe be more closed or just more congested. And there's actual techniques, I don't do them, that people do to open up the nostrils so you can breathe more. It's amazing when, like, even the neti pot, when you clear out your sinuses and your nostrils, how much better you feel from just being able to breathe through both nostrils. It's amazing. The change, it's a chemical and physical change in your body and your mind. But so let me explain. So our left nostril is connected to the right side of our brain, and the right nostril is connected to the left side of our brain. Now, the two different sides of our brain are meaningful. So I spent my whole life living in the left side of the brain. Now, left brain is your logical, rational, linear side of your brain. where you're able to function with an ego mind as a human in this world of form and duality. And it's all the logical, rational, you're good at math, you can get your to-do list done, you're a good multitasker, you're just left brain, everything's logical and linear. The right side of the brain represents your creative or your intuitive side. You can even say this is more of your God side of your brain. This is where the divine maybe resides, in a way, if you want to describe it that way, where it's not linear. And the right side of your brain is also, this is really good to be aware of, is connected to your heart chakra and your crown chakra. So when you're receiving that divine guidance from your guides or from your God self above, or from the the void of all that is, if you're receiving that information, it comes down through the right side of your brain, not the left, into your heart. So it becomes a knowing. So it bypasses the mind, the linear mind, the ego mind of like trying to judge it and categorize it. That the right side of the brain doesn't do that. That's the left side's job. So when you're meditating, it's like we're trying to come into the right side of our brain more, alpha state, or our brain waves have slowed down and we're in the present moment, the alpha state of the right side of our brain. And we're receiving that divine guidance and inspiration and wisdom, and it's trickling down from into the crown chakra, the right side, and going to the heart. And it's a knowing. So when I'm doing a session with someone, and I just had one, and that I just did, it was very powerful. And it's like how I get information, like a lot of people are able to see they have their clairvoyant power open, and mine isn't there yet. But what I get is a knowing. It's a visualization in my heart, and it's really kind of hard to describe. But it comes into my heart first, and then I know it in my mind. So that's how I know it's divine guidance and not just something I'm making up, because it's just like, boom, a knowing in my heart. And so I'm just, in case, you're on the spiritual awakening, you're starting to have some of your more spiritual powers awaken. That's how we can, there's many ways that we can receive information. And some of the ways, it doesn't matter if your third eye isn't open to the point where you can see, because my third eye is open, but I get it in different ways. That's what I'm just trying to explain. So again, going off on another tangent, let's bring it back to the alternate nostril breathing. So this is a way that I feel that can really help you to balance out the right and left sides of your brain and just bring you back to your center. And like I said, I was always in the left side of my brain, and it was comfortable for me, and I could multitask. I was excelled in math, and it was very linear. And then as I started to have these spiritual awakenings, and now I'm going back like 22 years, I started to really shift, because I know, like, wow, I'm mostly in the left side of my brain and I want to be balanced. So I worked on developing the right side of my brain more. And it took time, it took years. And it's just good to know like what side you predominantly live in. And it's good, a self tool for self-awareness. And also what I learned, just a practical tip, is that if you need to take a test, like a math test or science, and you need to be in your left side of your brain, before you take the test, you can predominantly breathe on the right nostril. So you could go like this and just breathe in and out the right nostril to activate the left hemisphere of your brain. Now you also need to have like clear nostrils, so to do this, because you are breathing in and out through the nostril, not the mouth. And then say you're going to write or produce a song, or you want to paint and you want to activate the right side of your brain. You can close off your right nostril and breathe the left. just maybe a minute or so, and that activates the right side of your brain. So little practical tips to help you. But I really do like this basic one, and just brings you to your center. So what I suggest is, maybe if you're feeling a little bit off, or like you feel like, when you get that, like when you feel like you're not in your, like your head is just scatterbrain, and you're like, oh God, I can't remember things, or I'm forgetting things, or just try the alternate nostril breathing. It just helps you get very balanced. Okay. All right. So happy Metaphysical Monday. Let's tune in before we part ways together. Take a deep breath in. Into your belly, let it expand like a big happy Buddha, and then exhale through your mouth. All the tension and all the thoughts just leave your mind, your body, and come back to your heart. Happy breathing. Aloha. The soul fire in me, I give to you. Aho. To learn more about my offerings, visit my website at igniteyoursoulfire.com. Please subscribe to my channel and comment below, my soul family. Thank you for being here on our precious planet Gaia at this time. Your light matters. You matter. You make a difference in the world by just being you. Ahuiho. Until our hearts meet again. You are loved.